I used to be a regular here for like 7 years, so I used to come in and get coffee, sandwiches, some pastries every once in a while and whatnot. And um, I don't know, I enjoyed coming in here to see Al and Colleen. They're pretty fun. I don't know if you ever met them or not, but they're a lot of fun. They're like loud and outgoing, and it kind of made you want to come back. You used to be like, well, man, I want some coffee. Do I have time to go sit down? And it's like, this is where I'd want to go to come sit down and drink coffee if I could. So between that and like that, I've worked in restaurants before. I managed for Sherry's. I cooked and I served at the Flying J when I first graduated from high school. So it's customer service is tough, and you have people that are really picky and whatnot. But I feel like once you learn what they want and what they're looking for, you can really get them to come back because you'll remember their orders. And those kind of people are, I think, actually really fun. They make me want to come in here every day because even though they can be challenging sometimes, they're worth, I don't know, they're worth it, and especially like when you get like the old kind of grumpy people and and young people that are also a lot of fun too, and they come back in regularly. Makes it all worth it at the end of the day, even though you're pretty tired typically. I thought it'd be really fun to own something like this. I didn't think it was gonna be now, honestly, during COVID and all this stuff, but uh, I don't know. It came up, and I figured I'd give it a try and see if it would work, and everything worked out really well. It was actually a really easy process, and so um, I'm excited to be here, so I can't complain. I would say, I don't know, like I would probably say that like just the people has been one of my favorite parts, but then also having people come in here that were here before and see all the changes that have happened. I didn't want like the atmosphere to change, as in I wanted it to be like a very comfortable place to come and like sit and drink coffee and enjoy a cup of coffee, talk with your friends, or do homework if you need to do homework. But I wanted people to know that, like the physical changes that are here. Like there's new shelving. We painted the whole place. Obviously, it's a new name, so that's kind of new for people. I still find myself calling it Joe Beans. So I come in here, or if I go to answer the phone, I'll be like, Joe, oh, Brother Bear Cafe, this is Cody, and it's honestly it's really different, and I want it to be different, but not so different that people are like discouraged to come in. So I wanted people to have like they come in and like hear how like we, for instance, do like the sandwiches. Like we have the playing cards that we write down the playing card name and number on your slip, and we give you the card, and when we come out and we call out your sandwiches just like Alan Colleen used to do. And I want people to still have fun when they're here, but also like be able to like sit on a couch and drink coffee and do homework. I feel like with the business, you're gonna have hiccups no matter what, and and so I've been trying to like roll with all the little punches and everything. Just I don't know, have fun with it. I think that getting through that first week was probably the most stressful part of the whole thing, and getting things set up here. Like I said, I wanted people to like it, and enjoy what they're getting from the experience of coming in with a new owner and new look and new name. But I wanted the food and the coffee and the pastries to be similar that way, because their stuff was really good already. The coffee's excellent. It's brewed. I mean, it's roasted by Al still, who used to own this place. So it's roasted locally. I wanted to bring in new items like new meat from Heinz and have quality meat, which would help. But I would say just kind of bringing all of that together as fast as possible to get opened up was probably the toughest part. Other than that, it's mostly just been getting a routine down and kind of like figuring out like the more business part rather than just the customer service part. Because I knew part of the business side of things with Sherry's and working there, but it's a whole new ball game when you're taking care of all of it and not just like little pieces of it. So that's been probably the most difficult part of it all. Right now we're at Monday through Saturday, 7:30 to 4:30. Um, what I've noticed is that everyone's coming. So I've been doing breakfast items, like savory breakfast items, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And every other day that I don't do it, I have people calling asking why I'm not doing a breakfast item that day. And so I feel like I'm going to have to transition into a savory breakfast item every day, or like a specialty breakfast item. Maybe not always savory, but I feel like I'm going to have to transition to a breakfast item, not just the pastries every day. So I have the coffee, a few pastries, and then like a specialty breakfast item. I've had people asking me about German pancakes and scrambles and omelets and all those kinds of things. And so I do want to do it, but it's just like transitioning to that too. The point of doing a Monday, Wednesday, Friday was to transition into it slowly, but I feel like I'm gonna have to jump into it way faster because everyone's wanting breakfast every day, and which is great. I love that they're liking the food that I'm putting out, but it's like trying to rush into that and get it going really fast is the only thing that's like concerning me, because I want to make sure that it's like really good. I don't want to put out something that I know that people aren't gonna like, or could be like, maybe they'll like it, maybe they won't. I want people to like it no matter what. So my sister has called me Brother Bear for a really long time. It's always been like just her name for me. And then she had my niece and my nephew, and so a lot of times they call me Uncle Bear, and so it has kind of stuck that way with the family. So like my brother, he calls me like, we have different names, my brother. It's kind of weird, but my sister's called me Brother Bear for a long time. And so when we were trying to figure out names, I made a list of names and I sent it out to my family. I said, which one's your guys' favorite? These aren't like they're like not set in stone or anything, but these are some ideas I have. And every single person responded back, that's the name, man, Brother Bear Cafe. So that's what we went with. You know, there's been changes like every day. Like every day I'm trying to add something new in here and get things set up still. So we're not there yet. It's not looking 100% of what I want to look like yet, but I think within, the next 6 months we'll be pretty close to where I'm wanting this place to look like. I want just to be a cozy, comfortable place, to sit down and enjoy even your day. Like I'm not telling, like I know that I'm going to get a lot of college kids coming in here when school starts because they, number one, want to get out of the dorms or get out of their house. I just want everyone to be welcome here, and feel comfortable here and have a good time. So that's hopefully the vibe that people are getting.